everyone, I just want to show you through the latest project that we're going to be doing in Paper Scissors Story starting on the 6th of April, and that's the Tell the Bees project, which has been coming for quite a while. The papers that I've used are by Craft Consortium, which is a British company, which is nice, and I've used the Tell the Bees collection. I have used 12 by 12 papers, and trust me, there are so many. You will not be you know, short of which papers you want to use. I've used the sequins from the collection, and I've used some little gold bees from the collection, and then I've also put together some little charms and stuff of my own, which if you're going to have the kit, they'll be in there. Now, I've used craft card for my background, and I've done this book a little bit differently because what I've used is tape, which I know goes against everything I say, but I just love the way this looks. So I'm probably going to be using a little bit of glue just to, you know, make sure that everything stays as it does. But I've used I've used tape to make the cover, and I have used a new binding system to me, which is called Stack the Deck, which is as old as the hills, but I just love the way that it looks, and I think this is probably what I'm going to do from now on, because it's a look I've been looking for ages, and I just hadn't cottoned on that that was what it was. So there are still a couple of kits available at calsummers.co.uk, and you can go and have a look there and get them sent out. I do have some of the tape in stock as well, which you can also purchase, but let me take you through the book. Now, it's not hugely big. It's actually 5 1/4 by 6.5 inches, and 1.5 wide, but I think I'm going to make it ever so slightly wider when we come to make ours, because it's going to be tricky to put lots of photos in, so I think I'm going to just slightly adjust the size in class. But what we've got here is our cover, and I've actually fussy cut some of the images from the inside covers of the Tell the Bees collection to use throughout the book, because it's more background papers. It hasn't really got any cutter parts or bits that are necessarily perfect for fussy cutting, but the paper is stunning. It's foiled, but I've had to kind of find other ways to decorate. So I don't know if you can see, but this title, which is actually off the front cover, that's all foiled in gold, which is just gorgeous. And I've added here a little bee with sparkles, and then up here I've got a little charm drop with these bulb pins that's got a honeycomb and another bee with sparkly bits. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, you'll also be getting the enamelled dots from the collection as well in your kit, and that's how I've made the cover. But because I've got the sequins, and you know me, I'm a sucker for sequins, she says, getting them everywhere, I wanted to do something with those as well, and a shaker pocket was nice, which really is best on the front, but I wanted to do this as well, so I've kind of compromised. And what I've done is I've done underneath here, I've got a shaker pocket, which you can see here, which I've actually put some of the little gold bees in there as well, and some of these fussy cut bits out of the front cover. So what we've got is kind of like a dual front cover. So we've got this flap that goes over, and then we've got our shaker underneath. Now, the nice thing about using tape, so the nice thing I think about using this tape that I've discovered is that I've done a very typical you know, putting together of the cover, but with using the tape, it lets it fold really, really flat, which is, you know, always a good thing when you're making a book. So I've left the inside front cover and the back cover just really plain. And the book itself has 4 pages, and I have used the Stack the Deck binding, which I'm quite sure you're all aware of anyway, which I also like because it also allows the pages to lie really flat. I haven't put any Tyvek on my hinges because I've used some really, really thick craft board, but I think if you're going to use an ordinary card, it might be worthwhile looking at something like a Tyvek on there. But anyway, all 4 pages are the same on the back, and they each have a flap on the front, but I've done the front of the flap differently. Now, I haven't put any photo mats in here at the moment, well, because I didn't get a chance, but what I will do is I'll show you where you can put some together. So what I've got here is a typical 6x4 photo mat and a 3x4 photo mat, so you can just see where you can put photos going through. So there is definitely space for a 6x4 photo here. Now the front of page 1 is fussy cut items out of the front covers of the collection pad, and what I've done as well is I've taken a bold clip and one of these little bees and popped that on there. And you open that up, and as I said here, what you've got is a flap, and you can put a 6x4 photo on there. You could put a 3x4 on that flap because it's slightly smaller. Then again, there's this flap on the front there, and that is big enough for 6x4 photos, so there's plenty of room in there for photographs. Turn it over, and what I've done, all the pages are actually the same on the back, so they've got this little pocket here, but what you've got is a photo mat here which is big enough for 3x4 inch photos. You can cut down a 6x4 if it's, you know, like top and bottom. It will still fit on there, so you can trim that down and pop that in there, and you've got one of these in each of the pockets at the back. Now this next page, we've got the flap that I mentioned, but we've also got these two little flaps here that open up, and that will give you space here for a 6x4 photo, and this will fit exactly a 3x4 if you wanted to put more photos on there. Lift up that flap, and what we've got again is the space for the 6x4 photos. Turn that over, and like I said, on the back you've got exactly the same with this little space for photos there. Page 3, once again we've got this little charm drop. We've got the front page here which opens up that way. This is big enough for a 6x4 photo, and also on there as well. Turn that, you've got your flap there like that. Turn that over, and then once again we've got this little flap that takes that. Now you could put another photo mat in there, actually. There's nothing stopping you putting a 6x4 photo mat in there behind that as well. So the final page, a couple more of the bees, and we've got these two flaps here that open up like that. Got room for a 6x4 photo here, and once again these have been deliberately sized so that they fit a 3x4 photo there as well. Close that up, open that bit. You've got the photo spaces there, and then on the back exactly the same again, and then space for a 6x4 photo on the back cover if you want to. So that's the book. We're starting class, as I said, on the 6th of April. I'll be putting up a resources list of everything you need in the next couple of days, and I hope you'll be able to join me in my Paper Scissors Story Facebook group, or we will be dual streaming onto YouTube as well, but you won't have the cutting guides etc. on those are kept in the group. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys really soon for our next project. Bye!